Okay, welcome back, everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. It's already sunny and I'm already out in the water. I'm gonna actually start off throwing this jerk bait around just to do some quick searching. Those of you guys that know, that's one of my favorite little jerk baits. It's a number, I forget what size it is, but it's a neutral buoyancy Matsuo minnow. I'll link it in the description. I use it all the time in the spring, in the early summer, to do my searching for me. So keep your fingers crossed for me. I catch some decent fish on that this morning, and then I have some other plans for today. We'll see how everything pans out. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Give me my bait back. First fish, not what I wanted. Fish on. Good fish. What could you be? Ooh, I think it's what I'm after. Come here. Oh, big old bluegills. It's that time of year. Get after some of these giants. Hopefully I can find a couple big ones today. It's already been like 6 hours. I've been looking for giants all day. That's one. Finally get one? Man, that is taking way too long. Oh, and he came off. Go figure. That one feels good. Oh yeah. There's one. That's a good fish. recording. Oh. These guys get too big to swing out here. Chunky female. I'll put them on the bump board when I know they're over 10, but that's like a 8.5, 9. All right, let's hope we figured something out here. Okay, before things get started here, I switched things up. I went all over the lake, and it is currently like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days later. I don't know, I forgot to do an outro, but the big thing here is I had like 4 fish in mind, and I gotta ask before this video even starts. Comment below, have any of you gone out and like chased fish and like started catching them and then they just shut off like for no reason? Like you could literally see the fish. Like I was sight fishing fish and I could see them and then they just stopped biting. Oh man. All you guys gotta know is it was a really, really, really long day, and I will see you at the end of this video. Finally got one. Come here. Been chasing this school around for like a half hour. Apparently I just got a reel. Oh, they're spawning. Make a mess of my boat. Okay, I couldn't resist it. I saw schools of these white bass swimming around. I had to give it a try. Giant school over here. Some of these guys are really big, so that's what I'm after. That was another little guy though. Landed on that guy. Getting bigger. Pretty cool when you can cast out and you're just letting it drop and I thump it. That's fun. Got him. Watch that guy eat. Where are the giants? Got another little one. Where are your giant brothers? Should say your grandmothers, probably. Man, these guys are angry in this school. Another little one. I just watched a buffalo swim by with about 100 of these guys in tail. I think they got the wrong wrong species to mate with. But yeah, there was about 100-pound buffalo that just swam by. That'd have been really cool to freaking hook up with that. But for some reason, there was a couple giant white bass following that thing. So apparently, I need to find the buffalo to get me some bigger white bass. See if that holds true. Yeah, these guys are hitting like a ton of bricks over here. You guys missed one pretty big one. Yeah, he's about the same size as this. A little bit bigger than the other earlier ones. But they get about 10 inches longer than this guy. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I gave up the big bluegill hunt. I wanted to catch some bigger versions of those. Right into somebody's face. That guy wasn't gonna let this thing go by. Oh, there's a bigger one. That's what I'm looking for. Not bad. About 13, 14. They get bigger. See if we can land one right in somebody's face again. Thought that was a school of fish over there. Again. Got me again. Comment below. How many of you been stabbed by the fins of a white bass? Okay, so you guys saw it. I ended up on white bass. At the beginning of the video, I was actually searching for white bass too, except it was like 6 o'clock, yeah, like 6:30 in the morning. And usually I find them shallow at this time. And yeah, none of them were anywhere shallow. I did see a couple on one part of the lake, but the thing is every time I got close to them, they would freaking fly. Like, they would just disappear. Like, those of you guys know white bass, like, when the schools are moving, if they just don't want to be by you, they'll be like 100 yards away in a couple seconds. It's freaking amazing how fast those fish move in schools. But I figured if they're moving fast like that shallow, because of how clear the water was, they're probably getting spooked by me. So I figured I'd go out deep like I did and I just had my jig on this is on my medium light extra fast Apex Pro. I remember right, that's my 8-footer. Yeah, so that's an 8-footer, and it works really good for throwing like this. This is like a 1/16 ounce jig, and I was using a 2.5-inch gulp. All you do is reel, pop, reel, pop, reel, 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 slam. And that's the part of why I chase white bass like that. It's just so much fun. And after I had like a 9 or 10 hour day I found fish, got distracted, or didn't get distracted, but I got basically swerved, couldn't find him again, found a different set of species of fish that I wanted to catch, caught like 1 or 2, got swerved, did that 3 or 4 times. And I could have made a video like that, but it was more along the lines of it was irritating me. So I didn't want to bring you guys along, and I was just like losing my mind. So I was just like, you know what? Let's go see if there's white bass over the deeper water floating around. And I was finding schools of like 10 to 12 of them. And if they were up by the surface, usually they're feeding. So it's as simple as throw the jerk or the jig with a gulp, get that minnow moving across the top of the water, darting a couple times, and then once they're after it and you just start reeling, I mean, they're usually hooking themselves. And I was chasing, there's some really, really big ones in that lake. I think the biggest one I got was probably like 14 inches, maybe 13, 14 inches, which is a pretty big white bass for the state of Wisconsin. For you guys watching this from other states, comment below. If you're in a different state and you catch white bass, sand bass, whatever you want to call them, what is your biggest? I want to find out where the biggest ones are in the country. Right now, I think Devil's Lake, North Dakota, and like Waubay or whatever that is in South Dakota, there's like a couple of bodies of water that I know have giants in them, and I want to go try and chase those still this summer and see if I can find some like 3-4 pounders. I want like an 18 to 20 to put on the wall, just because I think it would be such a cool thing to have a monster white bass mount. I have, you know, that's a 28 8-pound walleye, that's a 12-inch perch. I could have put a 14-inch perch on the wall, I just didn't feel like it yet. But either way, I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little one. It wasn't going to be very long because I'm not going to include all the onesie twosies that I got that day. If you guys want me to add that stuff in, just comment below. But usually if I start getting a little erratic with my fishing, you guys tune out and then the videos die anyway. So anybody who's made it this far in the video, you guys are freaking awesome. You're the reason the videos grow. So remember, stay to the end of the videos, hit the like button, comment below what your biggest white bass is. I'm kind of curious to know where, like, what state I have to go to get like the biggest one. My biggest right now, I believe, is like 16 and a half, almost 17 inches. So keep that in mind. See you guys next time.